Marvel fans, I can't believe it, but the second trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day just leaked online early, and it gives us so many crazy reveals for the movie, including new story details, villain reveals, and so much more. Let's get into all of this. Now, I don't know what is happening over at Sony with their security, but in case you forgot, this has already happened with Spider-Man Brand New Day before the first trailer for the movie came out. It leaked online months in advance early, right around like January or February. It was in super low quality, but you could see the full thing clearly, and then they delayed the trailer release by a couple months and came out with a brand new one. And they said, hey, yeah, we had to make a ton of changes because that one leaked early. They literally came out and confirmed that. So I did just want to point that out before I get into the details of the second trailer. Hopefully that doesn't mean they're going to delay the release of this one, which is currently scheduled to be around June 17th. But I really don't think they have any time to delay this trailer anymore. They're just going to have to release it as is because the movie comes out at the end of July. Now, obviously, I cannot play this leaked audio, but I can talk about the new stuff that's in this trailer because a lot of it is obviously just like extensions and similar scenes to what we saw in the first trailer, but there's actually some brand new information in here. The first one that's really interesting is this conversation between Peter and Bruce where he says, Dr. Banner, you found a way to suppress mutating DNA, right? If you see me like this run, theoretically, could you get rid of the bad aspects but keep the good of this mutation, which is already very interesting. How do you decide what parts of nature are good or bad? Sorry about that, you're not one of my students, are you? The idea that Peter is like giving into his mutation in some way, shape, or form, maybe he likes like this newfound extra strength he gets with his mutations, or just like the natural web shooting abilities, or whatever else is happening to him in this movie and whatever new powers he's kind of gaining. I like this idea of him going to Bruce Banner, a man who's obviously been suffering with this mutation for like all of his life pretty much, or a very long time, and being like, hey, yeah, I kind of want to keep the good parts of this stuff. And you can tell why Bruce Banner would be very wary about that. I specifically love that line where it's like, how would you decide what parts of nature are good or bad? I feel like we could be leading into the symbiote arc here, maybe not in this movie particularly, but Peter dealing with these questions and stuff. What is going to happen if he does get the symbiote suit and gets like 10 times more powerful and other powers and stuff? He's probably going to love it. We got a whole lot more to get to, but quick drop a like on the video real quick and let me know in the comments down below if you think Hulk is going to be a villain or if he's going to end up teaming up with Peter in this movie. Another interesting one, I can't tell who's saying it to him. I'm pretty sure it's Tremel Tillman's character who's in charge of the Department of Damage Control in this movie, but someone says to him, it appears we're faced with a threat we can't control, one we can't even see. You're the only one who's immune to it. You're the only one who can sense it. Who do you think they're looking for? Or what do you think they're looking for? Let me know if I'm wrong. If you go over to my Twitter at Vets Movies, you can find the leaked audio there. I think it's his character, but I'm not sure. Obviously, the main leading theory, all the reports are saying that Jean Grey will be in this movie played by Sadie Sink, and there is a popular theory going around that she is going to use her powers to freeze all of New York, and that could be what this conversation's talking about. Maybe she freezes all of New York with her ability, like taking control of everyone temporarily, and they're trying to find out what on earth she's trying to do, and maybe that's her trying to get back into her home dimension. I'm assuming she's going to be from a different universe with all the other X-Men we're going to be seeing in the future of the MCU, and Peter with his Spidey sense might be the only one that's able to detect when this is going to happen, and who knows, maybe with his new mutation somehow he is immune, but probably not, because in that first trailer we do see the shot of his eyes going like all black. It looks like he is being mind controlled by her or someone else. That could be the Scorpion poison as well. There's so many things going on in this movie, I really don't know what it could be. And I do want to mention there also was a leaked video of this new trailer, but it's so zoomed in and cropped that you basically can't see anything, so really it doesn't help any more than just the audio on its own. We also do hear what sounds like a flashback of Aunt May talking to Peter, some conversation these two had in the past that we never saw on screen before she passed away, and then him kind of talking to Aunt May, assuming this is at her gravestone, like he goes and visits her grave, and this is where we see the flashback, and then he's like, yeah, May, I gotta go do this. And I'm really glad. That was such an emotional moment in No Way Home. I'm glad they're not just like forgetting that happened, even though there's been a big time jump. This is still going to be someone that Peter misses dearly, is going to go and visit, think about constantly, and I'm glad this is a part of the movie. This trailer, notably, we also don't hear anything from the characters Tarantula, Boomerang, or Tombstone still. Again, we know they're in the movie, but we still have not heard any of them. It seems like they're all going to have a much smaller role in this film. Now, Tom Holland just the other day also revealed a ton of new details about the film and confirmed how he wants to bring Miles Morales into live action. If you want to hear all about that, click the video above my head right now, and thank you so much for watching.